Brownie. Martha.
All right. Well, President Obama yesterday defending Secretary Geithner as calls come in for the Treasury Chief to resign over this AIG bonus debacle. Listen to this.
There's never been a Secretary of the Treasury, except maybe Alexander Hamilton right after the Revolutionary War, who's had to deal with the multiplicity of issues that Secretary Geithner's having to deal with all at the same time. And, he is doing so with intelligence and diligence. Nobody's working harder than this guy.
All right. Well, joining us now is Florida Republican Congressman Connie Mack. He's the first congressman to call for Secretary Geithner to step down or for the president to name a new pick for the Treasury Chief. Congressman, good to have you with us today. Welcome.
Thank you. Good to be with you.
Let me ask you this straight out. Do you believe that Tim Geithner is telling the truth, that he didn't know that these bonuses were going to be handed out until last week?
Well, that's a great question, and it's one that I think he needs to step forward and answer because it's so cloudy. You're hearing statements coming from senators and the administration and the secretary that are conflicting and confusing. The bottom line is the American people have lost confidence in the secretary. He should step down, or Obama should return back to Washington, D.C. from his trip and handle this and ask him to step down.
It raises one question. Either he knew about it and he didn't say anything, or he didn't blow the whistle on it early enough, or he didn't know. It's been pointed out that not knowing, which is what he's claiming, could be just as egregious, considering that he's been involved in negotiations with this company since September, in the fall.
Yeah, from the beginning, he has had problems. Whether it's when he announced the financial rescue plan, the stock market tumbled. The questions that have come up about AIG, what did he know, when did he know it, who did he tell, why didn't he do something about it, and apparently he had the tools to stop these bonuses. And now you're seeing all of this confusion, all of this mud being thrown against the wall, trying to cloud the issue. And now the Democrats are going to bring a bill to the floor of the House trying to cover up their mess, and they're going to do it by punishing people through the tax code. This is what happens when government gets involved. We should never have done the bailout. I was one of the few early on that said, look, we should not get involved. The government should not get involved in these bailouts, and we are paying the price for that now.
Let me ask you this. Let's just put the bonus issue aside for a moment. It's $165 million, and some people say that it's a drop in the bucket compared to some of the bigger issues out there. Regardless of whether he knew or did not know that those were going to be handed out last weekend, do you still think, are there other issues that you're concerned about, and do you still think he should step down if that were pushed aside?
I do. I think the lack of confidence.
What has he done such a bad job with, in your opinion?
Well, I think your viewers hit it right on the head in your poll. I think people around this country are looking at all of the. First, they're questioning why did he get confirmed in the first place. They're questioning his handling of AIG, his involvement in the bailouts at the beginning. He was one of the chief architects of the bailouts. Every step of the way, everything that he's touched in this has been a failure. And I think he should step down, or the president should ask him to resign. Do
you plan to, have him testify or come in or talk to Congress in any way? He's been talking a lot to Congress in recent days, and ask him that question, whether or not he knew and when he knew?
I think that's a question that we are demanding that he answer, and my hope is that he'll do so.
All right. Congressman Mack, thank you very much.
Thank you.
A couple of breaking news things coming across. Attorney General Andrew Cuomo says that he will take AIG to court if it does not comply